I guess that's the first thing we're gonna talk about. So, Michael.
So apparently Burger King did a bad, according to you guys.
Yep, they did. They did something terrible. They said women belong in the kitchen.
That is
I
indeed
mean,
terrible.
I mean,
The only thing I think belongs in a kitchen is Michael.
here, let me just be devil's advocate for a second here.
Well, also,
Okay.
let's
No,
also
I'm joking.
let's say one. We gotta give the full story because after they said women belong in the kitchen, right?
Uh-huh.
And then
Yep.
below that they talked about how they were going to they're gonna make scholarships for women that work at Burger King to pursue culinary arts professions because only like 20% are women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Woman moment.
which why would they why would they I don't understand why they would do that. Like why put women belong in the kitchen at the start and then in the thread below that then you explain what you meant by women belong in the kitchen.
I feel like they really started off on a bad foot, and still, in the end, it's still a bad thing to start with. Or
Yeah.
just don't say it. You could have worded that a lot better.
Yeah, no, literally, you know what you could do is you can delete that and then move those two things you said below that up. So the first thing people see is we're getting scholarships for women that work at Burger King to pursue culinary arts.
Yep.
Not women belong in the kitchen.
Yeah, like
Women belong in a kitchen. Anyways, we're pursuing something that will give women the chance to outreach to more like culinary arts stuff.
And they're getting defensive when people were like, "Why did you say that?" It's like, what you don't want women to pursue culinary arts? Like, why'd you say women belong in the kitchen? I just want to know that. What thought process thought that was great? And like actually, like the person, he started doubling down on the women belong in the kitchen thing.
Wait, they what?
Yeah. Like they were like, yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's like, why? That is such a you're so stupid.
Well, how could they are they not seeing what's wrong with their statement, or?
I don't know. I think maybe. I feel like there's just time. You should just realize that if people are angry at you, you just have to change no matter what. Like, even if you believe it's so. Like, if people are just getting mad at you for it, you might why would you stick to your guns with something like that? Especially if you're a business.
Yeah. It reminds me of that Olympic director in Japan that was like, women talk too much, and everybody got mad at him.
I talk too much.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, a lot of people talk too much. Michael, what's up? That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Yeah, a lot of people talk too much.
Yeah. I feel like the big thing is that in both cases, it I just don't understand how that could have came out and they could have thought that, oh, this will be okay.
Wait, so he thought they didn't this wasn't like a thing he was like they just publicly announced this and they thought
yeah. This guy just said it out in public. Like, he didn't care. This guy doesn't care. I think he was like the big guy on campus, the ruler of Japan or something, I forgot, for like a year. And he was only there for a year because nobody liked him.
And he thinks people are just gonna back him up, like, yeah, this guy's on to something.
But later on, I think he recanted his statement or something. I don't know if he apologized, but he basically was like, takesy backsy,
Oh, he doesn't mean that.
taking it back.
He doesn't mean that. I don't understand that too. It's just like how you can put like, because the weird thing about like sexism is that like the more you put like stereotypes that like you believe are true onto a group, the bigger they are, the more ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
It's like, really, like half the world's population talk too much. There's not a single person in that group
Yeah, it's because
that are
he
shy.
said this. He said this because they were in a meeting discussing something about the Olympics. I don't know. And basically it was like, man, that meeting was so long because the women like talked way too much. It's like, really, man? Really?
It's like the thing with Rick and Morty season 3. People blamed women for ruining the show, but they also don't realize that those people were like, this was the first time they were ever writing a show before.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason. I don't think it's particularly because they're women. I think it's because they're first time writing a show.
That speaking of that, there's an anime out this year. I think it's like X something. I really forgot, but it's like a 3D kind of anime, and the studio that's making it is new. The people that are in that studio are new, and it's like under the Crunchyroll name and everything. So whatever, but it's really bad.
And are they blaming women?
No, they're not. But like that just brings the point that
Yeah.
when people are new to something, it could be bad, and you have to like accept that possibility that it could be bad
Yeah, like I don't.
because they're new.
Why? I don't understand people just like, why do they want to make a thing about race and color and sex and all this stuff when it's literally
Yeah.
just skill. It's just the level of skill and experience.
I don't know. But yeah, the anime, it's bad, but it's also really funny because it's really bad.
What anime is it?
It's like X something. Let me look it up real quick.
Because I know another like bad anime that's 3D. That was mostly just because of the only cool part of it was like the only part that they actually like. I don't know. It was just weird.
Okay, let me just look up 2021 anime. Show me that list. X-Arm, that's what it's called.
Mm.
And it's just like there's just one scene in it, and it's like so the whole show's like 3D, but there's one scene, and I don't know what they were thinking. They put this like 3D guy next to this guy that was in 2D, so it just looked really bad next to each
That
other.
is the like one of the worst things to do. The Persona 5 anime did it as well. During the first boss fight, they made Kamoshida CGI when everything else was 2D. So, combination of horrible 2D animation with horrible CGI. It looks very bad. It's like I feel like the worst thing is that like you can do CGI with a 2D thing as long as it's not noticeable. Like if you can make it look somewhat normal or like
So-
passable, then like it's fine. But like it's
Speaking of that, this year, Attack on Titan season 4 came out, which Attack on Titan has been hyped up for a long time. This is supposed to be like the final season or something. I don't know,
yeah.
but they're doing a really good job animating it and mixing like the Titan CGI with the regular animation, and people are mad because it's a new studio It's Studio Mappa from the one that was in the third season, which was, I don't know, they had to give it to Mappa for some reason. And people are like mad for no reason. They're like, "Oh man, oh the Titan CGI, it looks so bad. It looks so bad, but it's actually really good." They're just mad for no reason, and people are actually like sending threats and stuff to Studio Mappa for no reason. They're just mad. I don't know why they're mad. They're just freaking out over nothing.
I just don't understand getting that passionate about something that if the person making it don't meet up to your impossible expectations, that you send them death threats.
And that's the thing, though. It's just as good as it was last season in season 3.
They did not complain
They're just
about. It's just nitpicking and biased. I win. Bye bye.
yeah. That's pretty much it. I just don't get people sometimes.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Reminded me of
Chris-
game reviewers. And
what?
game reviewers.
What about them?
Well, there's the like ones that are paid to do it, and they just give any game like. I don't understand. What's the point at cause like the point so like IGN and GameSpot and them and that stuff, right? What's the point
Yeah,
anymore? You're not reviewing a game. You're not telling me how good the game is because every game gets like a 7 or like
Yep.
7 through like a 9. You're not telling me if a game's good then. Like
yeah. That's why I'd rather just like when I go to like if I'm looking for a game review, I'd rather just go to like Donkey or Critical.
Yeah. Because, that's the smart thing to do, just to find independent people to review games, because
Yeah,
even if you don't agree with them, you can start to understand what they like. For example,
Yeah.
if you want opinions about a JRPG, probably don't go to Donkey, because he hates all of them. Like, if you like them, and, he's just going to talk shit about, like, all of them. I mean, but it's also cool, too, is that you can probably find some pretty good ones, like Earthbound and Persona. Because he likes those too. Those are like the only JRPGs he likes.
yeah. And see, that also comes with like people that will like get mad because they didn't like the game that they liked. And I don't understand how that like why that matters. Like I don't care if like let's say Donkey didn't like Red Dead Redemption 2, which he did, but let's say he didn't. I'm not gonna freaking rage quit over the fact that he doesn't like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Like, why do people have to get mad?
At first, I don't think he liked it.
He doesn't like the second half.
Yeah. But again,
Well,
I'm not gonna freaking.
No, kind of ish. I think it's basically just like how it goes for him. It's just like it's like on a graph, like it goes up and then a down and then it goes back up towards the end.
Yeah.
Like the end is kind of lame, but the final mission's pretty fucking cool. Especially the soundtrack. I really love the fucking song for that part.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, being
Wait,
mad...
you didn't like the ending?
What? No. I liked it. I also liked the song. I was just saying he liked it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
And I feel like the end like epilogue part's pretty boring. Besides like that.
Oh yeah. It is.
I mean, building a house is pretty fun, but
Yeah.
yeah, I got the 80% hammer nail accuracy. Yeah.
Didn't Donkey like say when the funnest part of the end is like the freaking rhythm game?
Yeah. Like, yeah, when the funnest mission in a while has been a building montage with fun music. I mean, honestly, like, teach a kid how to ride a horse, give birth to a horse, catch a bull that's running around, shoot out, talk with people, ride around with a lazy person, ride around with another lazy person, ride around with people, say hi to someone that you met. Okay, now walk around and talk about stuff. and then shoot people.
Yeah.
that like you don't care about at all. Because I feel like that's like the part where the game get like kind of like sucks is that when you get in a shootout you don't care about, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like if you care about a shootout, like you're like fuck yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
This game's cool. But then you just like get to a shootout with random gang that's being mean. Oh okay, they're just random people.
Yep. I feel like that's why in the epilogue the only mission I cared about was the last mission.
I mean house building.
House building. I mean, by default, house building you have to care about, but
Yeah.
like
That's the second best mission there. As the epilogue, house building in the final mission.
but yeah. But talking about that thing earlier, like Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack, I really like it. And it's like a big part of why I
Wasn't because he wasn't playing Among Us.
Yep.
Should have been playing Among Us.
love it. You play Eternal, right?
You cut out the entire time there.
I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
You weren't playing Among Us.
I'm like 10 like now.
What? What?
Open Among Us.
Open Among Us quick.
Okay, so since when did I cut out?
Since your favorite part about Red Dead 2 is the music.
Yeah. It's a big part of the game, and it's a big reason why I like it a lot. And I feel like a soundtrack can really like make or break a game, almost not completely, but almost. And you've played Doom Eternal, right, Michael?
Yeah.
So you like the soundtrack in that game, right?
If it didn't have the soundtrack, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah. Because the
Still like
soundtrack fits the game.
Yeah,
I would still like the game because it's Doom, but I wouldn't like it as much.
Yeah, like that's the same with Persona 4. Because like every time the one fucking song that happens, whenever you go back home, I always sing along to it because it's just fucking great. Because like honestly, I don't know if I like more of Persona 5 or Persona 4's soundtrack, but I think Persona 4 because just like the soundtrack for like the outside, just like normal area. It's just really fucking good. And one of my biggest complaints of the game is that during summertime, there's a lot of extreme sun. And anytime there's extreme sun, there's just no sound. And I just hate it. I hate it. Why is there no sound?
Yeah.
That's the only part I don't like about the game. Is just that through the entirety of summer. Because I can get rain, because rain has its own thing. But like extreme sun, you just hear fucking bugs. It's annoying. They're annoying. I don't want to hear that. It's just an annoying fucking bug.
Oh, is it like the cicada noise? That's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they have those in Japan, so that's like a thing.
Yeah.
But like Persona 5, you still have a soundtrack and you can hear them when they're in the background.
Yeah.
But like in Persona 4, no, your entire summer is just that cicada noises. And it's like, where's the fucking cool ass fucking like catchy ass songs?
Why am I just listening to annoying bug?
And that's like the same with Persona 3. Like your dorm, like the place you stay at, has such a fucking cool ass song.
I feel like the way like sound goes, like for a few minutes, like blank sound can be like cool, like oh this is nice. But after a while, it's just like where's my other sounds? Where's my cool music?
Yeah, like the rain in Persona 4, the rain, I don't really care because I feel like the rain doesn't fit the soundtrack at all. Happy music with
Yeah.
the rain doesn't really fit. But like it's
Yeah.
and I can understand that, and I do like the rain part. But like
In Persona 5, I really liked when it like rained outside and I was in like the cafe. I like the music just mixed with the rain sound.
yeah, there's a different version for non-rain, and I think I prefer the rain version.
Yeah. It just really fits well.
Yeah.
Oof.
Same with Mario soundtracks. I don't think that'd be as fun. Which kind of,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and that's the reason like why I like some places in like Mario, like in Mario Odyssey, why I like some places over others. Like despite Snowdin, the like snow place being kind of boring compared to the other ones, I just like it a lot more because of the song.
Yeah.
And I don't like Seaside Kingdom or Lake Kingdom that much because the songs kind of suck in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Wood Kingdom is the best one because it's got a fucking amazing song. I think my favorite part is when you're doing the story mode and you get in the fucking tank and it goes all fucking weird on you. I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. And oh yeah, Metro Kingdom too. That's a pretty good one. I don't like Metro Kingdom that much. It's probably because I speedrun the game. Metro Kingdom sucks when you speedrun. Especially when you speedrun like me and you just don't really have a path. You just kind of run around and find moons quickly. Because you have slight skill and knowledge about the game. So I can still get a pretty decent time.
Yeah. Michael,
Hmm.
you've been talking a lot about Doom lately. Do you have
Yes.
anything to discuss on that front?
Doom is epic. First of all,
Yeah.
um, definitely my new favorite franchise.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like, I've played all the God of Wars. I've played all the Halos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I find Doom, and I
Yeah,
find
I'm surprised it's like I'm surprised it surpassed Halo.
no, they're all on an equal playing field for me. To be honest,
One thing I'm
they're all
surprised
right at
is
number
that it
one.
took you this long to find Doom, saying is you like fucking like heavy metal music, and
I know.
Doom's about that's the entire soundtrack.
I know. But yeah. So you probably saw from the clips I sent. I have a second channel,
Yeah.
and I'll be playing through the entirety of Doom on there, like
Oh.
all of the
Oh,
Dooms.
was that a column?
What?
Was that a column?
You need to open up on this.
I don't think this is.
No,
his,
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
this is.
no. It's just my internet
Yeah,
is
this is
bad.
just his internet. So can
Yeah.
you repeat that thing? What is this?
What do you call it? Did you just like freaking uh what's it called? I don't know.
Okay, so what were we talking about before? Okay. Well,
Doom.
yeah, woo, Doom, yeah.
Whoa! Actually, I watched Markiplier and it looked really good. Graphics were really good for Doom. It is.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I have Doom 2016, but I don't play it.
Yeah.
I should though, but I haven't. It's kind of like the same how I haven't played Yakuza 0 or Near or the Hitman game I've been wanting to play. Or
See,
XCOM.
I would play Doom, except it just doesn't seem like my type of game.
Yeah. But Mario Sunshine, now that's a great game. You see, you got Wahoo Man, and he go jump around, and he gets the sunglasses, and then he has to collect the
Yeah,
blue
it
coins,
does.
and then he fucking kills himself. Man, that level sucks. I don't want to collect those blue coins. Because I showed you those blue coins in Corona Mountain, right, Damien?
Yeah, you did.
Those suck. Oh, should I 100% that? I'm like 20 stars away. I've gotten 100 of them. What's another game that has 120 things? Oh yeah, 120 shrines in Breath of the Wild. I feel like, yeah, back to the soundtrack thing you said, Damien. Breath of the Wild is a pretty good example of lack of soundtrack being a hindrance to the game, I feel. Because the game has a soundtrack, and it has, like, one good song. That makes that area amazing, but then there's just no song anywhere else. It's just ambient noises, which kind of... I know some people like, but, like, Zelda music's pretty fucking cool. And I'd like to hear it. Like, Majora's Mask has some really fucking cool-ass songs.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they like. I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I want to. But I feel like that's what they might have been going for, is kind of just like you alone in the wilderness with no sound, just the sounds of the wild.
Yeah, except for I don't give a fuck. Because the thing is, there is music in the game because there's still fucking towns and there's still dungeons, and Hyrule Castle has a fucking amazing soundtrack. That song is fucking amazing. And like the boss themes are all fun and like they're fun. Like the Hinuxes, the big like ogre guys, they have like a fucking like funk bongo drum like going off in the background when you're fighting. It's like it's cool, and they have good songs. It's just that there's a lack of them. It's just like, and the thing is, it's just because of how good Zelda music can be. Is just what makes me sad. Like, what I wish it would be is that, like, if it's still kept with, like, kind of, like, ambient, like, soft music, but each area of the map had a different song, and maybe if you wanted to go crazy, each, like sub-area in the thing was, like, a remix or, like, of the song, depicting, like, the area you're in. Like, there's, like, Electric Jungle place. You could be by the waterfalls, and it plays, like, a different theme or, like, something, and then you can be, like, lost in, like, a jungle river, or you can be, like... you know, like by the ocean side or like on top of the cliffs or something. Like the areas, like you could have a song representing each part you're in.
Yeah. I understand. Like after a while, like I said, after a while, just blank noise just is boring and not fun.
Especially after you played that game so many goddamn fucking times.
Yeah.
Like how are you not gonna have fucking Goron songs? It has one Goron song. Fucking Goron songs are amazing. They go, and they fucking play the fucking drums and shit. They do have one good song though, but it's only 50 fucking seconds. See, that's my problem. 50 seconds. That's all I get of amazing fucking pure Goron noises.
You know, that brings me to something. Minecraft music, I don't think it plays nearly enough.
It doesn't.
I think it needs to play more often because, you know, I'll be sitting there in Minecraft and then it just like I'll be sitting there for like an hour with no music on and then the Minecraft music starts.
Yeah.
Like I've been in this game for an hour. Why are you starting now?
Yeah. I think it's... I feel like it should be boosted a little bit, but not too much. Because I can understand, like, having the music forever is annoying. But, like, every other day or every 3 days, maybe.
Yeah.
And then the soundtrack kicks in. Because, yeah, it just kicks in, and then it's just, like, you just forget that there's music, and it's like... dun. Dun. I'm like, okay, yeah, there's music in this game. I forgot.
Whoa, there's sounds.
Yeah.
Besides me hitting dirt.
That's what I usually do when I play Minecraft. I usually have a playlist open. That's usually what I do with games that like I don't really like care for like the sound, like the entirety of the sound of the like game, like sound design and music. I just open up a playlist because like, but yeah, with GTA 5, I don't really care what people say. Or what I do, at least online and all that stuff, and the music on the radio. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to potatoes and tomatoes and the peas.
In GTA, like in any GTA game, and I've played like 3, I think. I've never really liked the music on the radio.
Yeah. It is because it is just like music on the radio, which I don't enjoy that much either. But yeah. I mean, the soundtracks themselves, like the game's soundtrack, like they have a really good one for like the story. If you
Yeah.
did the mission The Long Stretch, Michael knows it because that's a scary mission for one Australian GTA YouTuber.
Yes.
But the soundtrack during that mission is fucking amazing. I fucking love it. But yeah, the radio music kind of sucks. That's like I would say that music is like kind of like them testing the waters of can we make a good soundtrack? And then they're like, okay, for Red Dead 2, we're making a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because I definitely do think like they're like the shootout fucking music is really great.
Oh,
Like captures like each shootout like differently in a
Yeah.
really great way. Like either it's like chaotic or like the ending one
yeah.
drums.
The what one it was and where it was, but I think it was the when you're running away from the army after the meet.
Oh yeah. That yeah.
Yeah, trumpets just start playing in the background.
Dude, I like that.
That one was really.
I like that mission. Besides the fact that Dutch was like using the Indians,
Yeah.
but that mission was a lot of fucking fun. Like I have to give Dutch that one. Like yeah, it's quite fun running away from the fucking military in a gunfight for my life. I do like missions like that. If there's always like a top like huge like big guy, like a leader like Dutch, I always love missions when you get to join them in a shootout. It's like fuck yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or like wait like redemption, which honestly, if they did make one, it wouldn't be for something I don't know. But honestly, would they even make?
You're gonna have to repeat everything you said there.
Just pretend we can hear him.
You're a robot.
I see. Let me try to figure this out. I don't know what's taking all the internet.
So I'm just gonna assume what you said. Basically, a new Red Dead Redemption where they would take it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think it should. I feel like there's one option that they could do to play John Marston's son.
Yeah, but then again, like when the first one ended, like spoiler alerts, I guess like 20 years later. But when the first one ended, that was kind of like the end of like the cowboy era. Like
Yeah.
after that, there's no cowboys,
Yeah.
and like
you can't go any.
and you can't really go back any further than they did in the first one.
Yeah, like it's
Or
practically
the second one, sorry.
what. Yeah, practically what you're gonna have to do is basically go back even further to the gang's beginnings.
Yeah.
Maybe get to play as Dutch Vandalier. Ooh. Maybe that would do if they really want to make another one. You play as Dutch Vandalier, grow up a gang, and then it goes up to the ferry mission, and then you get to see how that goes down. And then it ends off with you guys going in the mountains. Say, play Red Dead Redemption 2, you bitches.
I feel like if they were gonna do anything, the best thing they could do is maybe remake the first Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
I feel like that if they did it right, I feel like that would be really cool.
You know what would be really fucking cool, though, is if that they stop sitting on a fucking IP with full potential called Bully and actually make a Bully 2 or something.
Oh yeah.
Because Bully is fucking cool as fuck. Like, they got, realistic modern city, cowboys, now fucking high school. I love that game. I played as a kid a lot, and then I replayed it when I was a little bit older, and I beat all of it. And I'm like, man, that was a really good fucking game.
I actually haven't played it, but I've seen it around. It seems like a really underrated Rockstar game.
Yeah. It's just fun. Like there's a lot of like side shit that you can do that you can earn things.
Mhm.
The English minigame can suck my fucking cock. So practically, so like you're out of school, right? And at certain times you have to
Mhm.
like go to school. If so, you can ditch classes, but if like the people like the school like basically like security guards or whatever they patrol whenever you're doing that, and if they catch you, they'll force you to go to class. But if you do the class minigame, you'll unlock bonuses. Like the chemistry one, which is really easy. You can like make firecrackers and then make a bunch of like fucking explosive shit.
Yeah.
English, I don't know what you can do when you get English, but Jesus Christ, it's just fucking it's like it just like gives you it's like that like scrambling a bunch of letters and then giving you like how many letters are in the word and you have to make the word. And
Yeah.
it's fuck that. There's the fun one. Actually, I fucking love the like fucking wrestling one. You have a wrestling one, and each time you do that, you learn a new move for like hand-to-hand combat, and it's fucking great. Also, the plot of the game is very interesting too. Practically, you're some new kid at school because your parents said "fuck you," and then so you join up with like this one loser who's like cool in the nerds to fight against like some assholes to prove like basically land a stake of don't fuck with me. But
Yeah.
then after a while, you just like you actually gain trust with the bullies more, and then that guy betrays you, and he's like, "Lol, you suck." And then yeah, basically you just like go through the missions of doing people's stories and shit of like each of like the different like groups and shit they
Yeah.
have. Like the jocks are like fucking bunch of football players, so they fucking like run you down. Greasers ride around on like fucking bikes. Nerds just suck. Bullies just like beat the fuck out of you. Hand to hand combat. Also, I like in that game certain actions of what you do will like basically get like the authority, like the like school like staff on you like faster. Like so, if you just go
Pretty
up,
cool.
so if you go up to like some random kid, right, that's around your age, and you
Mhm.
punch him, no one's gonna give a shit. You go up to some kid, oh, they're fucking on your ass. They will immediately spawn. Same with any like girls, or like yeah, like any girls or adults, they will just fucking appear out of thin air to catch your ass. Which is really fun because you can abuse the game sometimes and stand on top of something. Then once you have the slingshot, you can just shoot the people that are supposed to catch you and just fucking make them like kill them in quotation marks. They just sit on the ground in pain, but it's just funny. It's like, damn it, the kid's on top of the bleachers. What do we do? Fuck, he keeps shooting us. But yeah, I would really like to see a bully too. Bully is a pretty interesting one.
Yeah.
Also, I killed myself. So, you know, it has the same thing as Stardew Valley, where if it reaches 2 a.m., you pass out, right?
Yeah.
Well, I decided to pass out in the middle of the lake. I just woke up in the nurse's office. You know how it is. They just undrowned me. So. Anything else that we have to talk about?
I don't believe so. Unless Michael's hiding a topic down his pants.
Pull down your pants right now. Let me see it.
Go on, Michael.
Michael, that's just shaking your stuff. Stop. Stop it.
Michael, pull down your pants.
Ugh. This is a very low energy podcast.
Oh.
I mean, you said Twitter was trying to cancel Fox News.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I didn't bother reading any more of it, and I lost it.
Oh. But I do have something to say about what the fuck are you gonna do against Fox News? Like, do you watch Fox News? They're still gonna get their money. Like, it's not like the people who don't go on Twitter and watch Fox News for their news is gonna not get their viewership. Like, they're still gonna get. Nothing's gonna happen. It doesn't matter if like you go like, oh yeah, they're nothing now. We're just gonna stop talking about them. You can't do that to like a publication, not like that. You can't do that to a TV production thing like that. You can't just say we're gonna stop talking about it and just completely ignore them, so they lose their platform. It's like let's cancel Amazon. We just forget about
I
it.
don't get how like these people have enough energy to continually go after someone. Like, how do you have the willpower and energy to continue doing this? Like, honestly, I don't have the time nor patience to do that. It's not even worth it. It's just like it just looks so tiring, honestly.
Does
You know what, guys? I'm gonna cancel polar bears.
No. Fucking beat your ass.
I feel like they'll cancel you first.
Yeah.
Or they're eat people.
I'm on the polar bear sides because Pulb is a funny meme. It's like a gif of a polar bear, and he's walking. He's walking. He's walking.
Actually, fun fact: polar bears are like the only bear that will like actively hunt a human to eat it.
Also, fun fact: polar bears get put into jail time. Wait, yeah, well, polar bears are dicks. Did you know that like male polar bears will like attack their fucking like their own kids and the mother? Like they'll try to eat their own kids. That's why like you never see like a male with the kids. You always see like a mother with her cubs. Is because the polar bear will try to eat them.
Yeah, they will, and it's messed up.
Like what the what? How stupid are you? You do realize why you get horny is because nature's telling you to reproduce, and it's not for food, you fucking dumbass. So there can be more of you.
Oh, I do have one thing to say that's pretty poggers.
What?
My cousin had a procedure to remove her cancer.
Pog?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they took off the parts of her ribs that had it, and then replaced those parts with titanium.
Yes.
We got Steve.
Slowly but surely.
She still has to do chemo for the next year, but she'll probably be good to go after that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Last year my grandpa survived cancer.
That's cool.
And then I don't think that a severe case of it or something, but like practically my English teacher and social studies teacher, who is a very tough spot to beat, but got knocked down to only my second favorite teacher that I had. The other teacher I like a lot more, but she had cancer, and she was going through chemo when she was teaching.
That's rough.
Yeah, she was cool though.
Yeah.
But then my sophomore English teacher existed, and I'm like, wow, she's way cooler. I mean, she didn't go through chemo, but yeah, she was cool. She liked sharks. Like she would probably honestly do what I would do, because you know, like teachers, they would put up posters and stuff of like stupid like math things when you're in English, or like just stupid like quotes and like stupid comics about like English stuff. She just put up sharks just saying, "Did you do your homework?" Also very interesting. Is that why she's an English teacher? Because she wanted to be a marine biologist? like she's doing all these things to be a marine biologist. And also had very similar opinions about books they like. Like, when we're reading Fahrenheit 451 or whatever, which
Good book.
I disagree.
Oh.
I don't like that book. I find it boring, stupid, technology fearing, and the ending sucks. And she agrees too. Like, after we finished the book, she went on for like a rant for the like rest of the class about why the ending is just stupid.
Wait, what book are we talking about?
Fahrenheit 451, where they burn books because technology is
Oh.
better, which makes no sense of why they
Yeah,
would even do that.
Eh.
Yeah, it's stupid, and then just the ending is, oh yeah, everything got nuked. Like, what? what? Okay. Then nothing fucking mattered.
There's only really one book that I liked actually reading in school, and I'd read it again today, and that was How to Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I freaking zoomed through that book.
The three
I didn't even
books.
stop for the class.
Yeah, the three books that I really liked was Of Mice and Men, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And Lord of the Flies. Those are the three I really liked.
That's a good one too.
My three favorite are Where the Red Fern Grows.
I didn't read those.
It's like set in like early 1900s, I think.
Yeah.
And then The One and Only Ivan. And then it's like a toss up between My Side of the Mountain and The Road.
The Road was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have one thing I hate more than Fahrenheit 451, because Fahrenheit 451 at least makes me just like sit there and ponder, like, why would you do that? That's stupid. That makes no sense, and that's stupid, right? But The Great Gatsby, oh my god, that was the most boring thing I've ever done
My
in my
God.
life. It was so
I hated that book.
The only thing I ever like remember about that book is that in the movie, it's Leonardo.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember as well.
That's
That book was so boring.
It was. I didn't care. I don't care about rich people problems.
I think if I had to choose like three favorite books that I had to read in school, Mockingbird definitely. I read The Giver. That was a good one. I liked that one. The movie was but the book was pretty cool.
Yeah, the movie. The
and
Giver was alright.
Animal Farm was good. That one really made me ponder.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys read that one?
Yeah.
I have not read that one. Actually, that reminded me of the other one too that I really liked. Black Boy. We only read half of it, but it was practically. Did you guys read that?
No, I didn't.
So we only read the first half of it, but practically, it was a boy in like, I think, like kind of like around after the Civil War. Maybe even like probably, I think in the 1950s actually. But practically, it was just an autobiography about like the author, about his own fucking life when he was growing up, and it was pretty interesting. Also, the insults, it's like, what the fuck? So it's a thing, is that, like, you know, black people have big dicks, and that's like a thing even today, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently when he was like trying to find a place to work, people made fun of him by saying, what, can you stick it in the ground and spin on it?
Oh my gosh.
Like, what the fuck? Honestly, like, what? What are you talking about?
That brings to a point, like, I think a lot of things that made sense like 50 years ago just don't make sense today.
You look at it now, it's like, what are you idiots? What?
Yeah. It's mostly just like about people's viewpoints, is like
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing to believe, is because it's just like, really, there was a point when people were like freaking like, what, a woman working? It's like, what? It's just weird to believe that was at a point that it was weird.
Yeah.
That actually does bring me to another thing. So I think I've talked about it before in the podcast, but how I don't like how in Battlefield 5, the person that added like female into World War II, right?
Uh-huh.
And like all that stuff, and like just because it was pandering, and he doesn't want to tell his daughter that during World War II, because he's gonna tell his daughter about that they wouldn't allow women to fight. One thing I don't understand is that World War II was very like World War One and World War II was very beneficial for women's rights because
Yeah.
someone needed to do jobs because most of the men were off fighting a war. So then
Yeah.
they had to do a jobs. One, it proved that yeah, they can do jobs. It's not that fucking hard, honestly. Two, they want jobs now because like yeah, I like having a job. So
Mhm.
then yeah, that started a fucking movement to get them jobs, and it started normalizing it. So yeah, I don't know. It's just stupid. It was just
That is
pandering,
dumb.
and your reasoning's dumb. Of why are you telling your daughter about the fucking World War II? Why would you ever tell someone that young about World War II? And two, never
Yeah.
sugarcoat history.
Wait, so he did it because he didn't want to tell his daughter that women could not fight in World War II?
Yeah, that
But
was
he's okay with telling his daughter that one man freaking made an army designated to kill over 6 million people.
he slaughtered all political powers. He formed secret alliances. He grew an army when he wasn't supposed to. He invaded another whole country, killing people because he just needed space. That's like literally the whole point. He invaded Poland was just to gain territory. Was out to kill the whole world and take over the whole world because he believed that his race was the top race and every race was inferior. And also
Does he
about the
also
fighting,
not want to tell
like the fighting
his
in
daughter
general.
that
Like
what's going on?
just like in general, just
Yeah.
the conditions that people were in war. War fucking sucks.
Yeah.
People were being bombed. Like they bombed cities and shit. Like families had to be like. Is he gonna? He'll tell his daughter that yeah that no, don't worry. There's females in the war. But also, did you know that in like Great Britain and like France and stuff that they had their kids move to farmsteads because they were worried that they were gonna get blown up in frequent bombing raids over the cities. Like, what the fuck? Why are you telling your daughter this? Like now, you don't tell them about it until they're like fucking prepared for it, and not just
Or
sugarcoat
that,
it.
a freaking entire country was targeting civilians and they had to freaking hide in fear for years because they were afraid they were going to get taken to a camp and die.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna talk about the thousands of people that died during like probably one of like the usage of like the most deadly and fucking horrifying weapon in all
Yep.
of existence? Are you gonna talk about that
Thousands of
too?
innocent people.
Yeah, like
Like women not being able to fight in the war, like, yeah, it's bad, but I think that's the least of our problems when World War II was happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like that started something good.
For yeah.
Them not being able to fight in that war started something good.
Yeah, it started them getting jobs and it being normal for them to get jobs and be independent.
Not to mention, like World War II also it didn't like skyrocket it, but it also like a lot of African American people were able to go into the army and work side by side with a regular guy, just like regular guys. They obviously there was like they were still mistreated, but
yeah.
they also just got saw as like another guy, a comrade, and that was also a big step in that department.
Also, it kind of got them out of the Great Depression
Yeah,
because they
like
had
World War
this-
II
they
was
sold
bad, but there was
weapons.
also good things.
Yeah, I feel like it was mostly negative, but like
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I
it was
mean,
mostly negative, but
like the damage and the death and stuff, but like the outcomes of that, there were
Yeah.
positives of it.
Yeah.
Basically like United Nations, basically, so there won't be another world war. Because there's now like 2 nations in Europe practically, or 3. There's Russia, Great Britain, and then the UN.
yeah,
other than that, there's like nothing else. Like, or there's like other ones. There's Ireland, I think, is independent, and there's a few independent ones that don't want to be part of the United Nations. But yeah,
Well, I think like all of Europe, it's like the EU or something, and like Britain just like was like,
oh yeah,
nope,
no,
goodbye.
yeah. Britain's like that.
Brexit.
Some other like smaller countries around are don't because they don't because there's rules that you have to follow and they don't want to follow them. I think Ireland's
yeah.
one of them, and then Russia is there on the side. Just hey, I'm here, guys. Like, is it like the only place that has like many like mini countries now? Is just like it's like Africa and Asia.
Yeah,
Like, well, continents that have like mini countries.
yeah,
Because America has like America, Mexico. There's some mini ones in the middle, and then South America does have like a bunch of ones down there too.
yeah.
We have like 4 big countries and a couple little ones.
Yeah. Iceland. Iceland, the green one.
Yeah, that one, right? Iceland's the green one. Yeah, it's the green one.
Michael, you just played that during the podcast and I heard it, and I don't
What?
like it. Stop it, stop. I'm cutting this out.
Gosh dang it, Michael. Why?
It's a bop.
It's not.
What?
It's a bop.
It's not at all. I don't care if it's done by Guru or not. There's sometimes that some things that some people do, no matter how cool of a person they are, they can make something bad. It's not in the slightest.
Look, Michael,
The
you have to
coolest-
understand something. Guru is cool, but that song is not. Like, her singing voice, excellent. I love it.
Yeah, the
But
only cool
even
thing
she
about that is
understands that
Guru.
this was a mistake.
Michael, do not play it again.
Michael. There's better songs she sang back then.
Wait, I know my.
She sang Country Roads. Listen to that.
Hang on, I know my favorite song from her actually. Like, hang on.
Michael, I can't hang on any longer.
Michael.
That one.
All I heard was.
We're gonna get DMCA striked.
Yeah, we are.
Michael, we're gonna get DMCA striked.
What?
We're gonna get DMCA striked. No,
We'll be
worry.
fine.
I have the perfect.
This is
edits.
the
I'm
end
gonna-
of the channel.
No. I got the perfect edits. Don't worry. I'll put in something to cover up the music.
All right. I trust your judgment.
Michael, for the love of fucking God.
You just can't help yourself, can you, Michael?
I really can.
Actually, there's one person I want to talk about. Speaking of streamers, is Germa. He's gotten very popular of late.
Who?
Germa.
Who the heck is that?
Well, this might clear it up for you. He's the imposter is sus guy. That does like that weird scary face. It's that guy. He also, him and Danners did a fucking stupid bit back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Nanners spawned a whole fucking meme that he hates too on the fucking dump truck thing. But yeah, Germa's gotten really popular of late, and like he's blown up a lot, which is kind of
Yeah.
weird because it was kind of like a more like smaller like niche thing when I started watching it. Me and my friends started watching it, and then out of nowhere, the whole internet's talking about him. I'm like, holy shit. He does cool stuff though. His like one of his like latest biggest things he did. He's went out into the middle of the fucking desert and busted open fucking geodes and shit and looked inside and fucked around in the desert for a couple hours. And got a real scientist to
Whoa.
to like look at him, and he also opened up like cards and made fun of Pokemon. But yeah, I like that one thing when you try explaining someone or something to a person, and then it's just like, you know, that thing, and like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the Germa thing. It's like, you know, the imposter sus guy. You know, like he's
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
big. You know, the guy
Yeah.
that did that one thing with Nanners that time. Oh yeah, I know, I know who that is. Actually, the only VTuber I follow on Twitch is Nanners. I still don't watch any
Yeah, she's
streams
pretty
though.
good.
I don't watch any streams though. I don't watch like anything on Twitch. Like probably my
Neither do
most
I,
watch
really.
time on Twitch is probably my friend. We talked about growing your audiences and other stuff in YouTube for like an hour and 30 minutes after he said he was gonna go to bed.
I've fallen into the trap in which every time I see a VTuber, no matter how big, no matter how small, I just subscribe instantly without even watching their content.
To be like some sort of Nazi.
What?
I mean, VTubers are cool and all, but there's only like 2 that I actually watch, and one of them speaks Japanese like 90% of the time. And I don't watch streams and pay attention to streams enough to probably even catch one of her English streams, so I don't really care.
If you're talking about Coronet, she did an English stream for like Mario, I think.
Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, and one for
One for what? We will never know.
for Mario, like the first one. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
First Mario.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There was one time watching her play like an 8-hour-long Tetris stream, and I couldn't understand anything, but it was pretty cool.
You know, I couldn't understand anything, but yeah, that what you said was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I saw a clip from that. I mean, Tetris is a very easy game to understand, and also
It was Tetris 99.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just a cool game to watch in general, and play.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're good at it. I did watch one clip.
Man, there's this one VT that's really freaking good at it. She went like head to head basically with the second best player, quote unquote second best player, and she did really good. I don't think she would have won, but she did really good. Even after the end, she said, "No. I wouldn't have won that. It was only because of like the boost things she had that she survived for as long as she did. At least that's what she said."
Mm.
Also, the freaking guy who like runs the whole like VTuber thing, his name is Yago, and he just beats her every time. He's really good at the game.
Tetris is just cool. Tetris is just cool. Like, how can you not like Tetris? Like, even if you don't even like Tetris or you're bad at Tetris, you gotta like Tetris.
Yeah.
The song
Tetris is
goes
a
like
good
dun 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 dun, and you put the block and you go bling, and then you go you change it and you go whoosh and you go bling, and then you do the thing and you're like, whoa, I did it. I didn't understand.
Yeah, I think
Tetris.
I've only gotten first place twice in Tetris 99.
I haven't done it before. You see, when I was a kid, I didn't understand how to play Tetris, but I still like playing it. I didn't know that if you fill the full row, you could break a bar. So I just like tried surviving as long as possible by just stacking them up. And I'm like, damn, I died. I'll try again.
Dang it.
Yeah, I didn't realize if you fill like a full like row, it would break and it would go down. Tetris 99 is a pretty good game.
It is indeed.
Best battle royale by far.
I have to agree.
Oh, I mean, it's practically just skill. There's like no luck to it. It's
Yeah.
just skill. You play like game like Fortnite or PUBG or like Apex Legends. You got to find the good loot or you're gonna die. But there is no loot in Tetris 99. There's just blocks, and the blocks are gonna
Yeah.
look you in the eye and say, "I'm gonna fuck you up."
Honestly, for a while, like before I saw the video where she basically died to the second best player, like before I thought it was just if you have enough like blocks and stuff stacked up to where you're super strong, you can win.
Mm-mm.
But no, this guy, like, no matter how many power ups she had on her, and she had a lot, this guy just like kept coming back, and I was like, this guy's good.
Yeah, the thing great about
That is
Tetris,
skill.
the great thing about Tetris is that even if you make mistakes, there's always a comeback. That like well,
Yeah.
sometimes there can be fatal mistakes that completely screw you over, but like
Yeah.
if you don't make mistakes when it counts, you can always come back. You can always just like there's always a way to come back.
Yeah. I think if you're good enough, you can always come back.
Yeah, like especially that one clip that I seen of Q&A, just fucking like basically being at the top with like fucking like 4 more blocks that are gonna be pushed her way
Oh yeah.
in like a few turns, and then she just fucking not dies and then gets first place. It's like Jesus Christ.
Man, that's always like super satisfying to see in like Tetris 99 clips is like a comeback when you don't think it's possible to come back.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that was insane.
I really love seeing like it's like a before and after image. It's just like you're being absolutely fucked. Your whole thing is filled with like the fucking like silver like like attacker bars.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, like a minute later. Yeah, okay, I'm just like filling up the bottom of the board real quick, just setting up for later.
I feel like Tetris is also like that as a super satisfying game.
Yeah.
If you're really like doing really good,
Yeah.
setting everything up right and all that.
Apparently, Tetris Effect is a really good Tetris game as well.
I do want to play that, but you have to have VR and it kind of sucks.
You have to have VR? I thought it was.
I think so.
I think there's a normal version.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a VR version, and there's a cool video. There's one cool YouTuber, which it kind of sucks for him because he loved doing a lot of like outside and like random shit. Like he literally like to get information off of some niche ass game, he flew all the way to Japan to a a convention that had like the platinum games to look for the one guy, like the head developer, like the main face, and ask him a question, some stupid ass question. Like it's literally a meme. Like if you look at his 2019 videos, 6 of those videos, it's just a meme of, so I booked a flight to Japan to go do some random ass fucking shit in Japan. And one of them was getting like probably like a really like the best like original Tetris player. He's only played the original Tetris, and they're like, "Hey man, you want to play Tetris Effect for VR?" He's like, "Ah, I guess." And then yeah, he really fucking liked it, and it was cool.
Oh wait, I think I saw that. Like it was in my recommended at one point.
Yeah. Nick Robinson's cool. That's a YouTuber. I don't know what he does now, but it is kind of hard with COVID and all to book
Yeah.
a flight to Japan to ask some developer of like just some stupid question about like where the fuck is this cat? Where is he? Where is this? Where is this? Like literally, one of them was like some old ass game of a missing character that was only in the Japanese version, and he went to Japan to find answers.
Man, that would be pretty awesome to be like big enough and stuff and have enough money just to kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do stupid stuff.
Well, of course he's gonna make back. He's like planning on making back the money from. Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
video.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he, of course, had sponsors.
Like I don't watch Mr. Beast or anything, but like his content, it's pretty cool. He just
Yeah.
does random stuff, donates and stuff. Like that's cool.
Like I think Markiplier and Mr. Beast are like the two coolest YouTubers I think that I don't watch.
Yeah.
Markiplier seems pretty cool, like as a person. I don't really like his
Yeah.
content. Same with Mr. Beast. I don't really care about like all the challenge videos, but he
Yeah.
does a fuck ton of like that's giving like a bunch of money to like friends and shit and like other like smaller
Yeah.
people. I think like the first thing I heard about Mr. Beast and I'm like, damn, this guy's fucking cool as shit is when he called up an Uber and asked him to drive all the way to California and back for them for like $10,000. And then he like fucking loved that. That video I actually do like a lot because like the Uber driver called up his wife and asked to make sure if it was okay if he could drive across the country and back. It's like, hey mom, yeah, hey, can I go do this real quick and get like $10,000? And I think they also paid for gas and everything like that too and food. Like they just paid for the whole trip.
Yeah. The first time I like heard of Mr. Beast was like the Pewdiepie thing, with the whole T series thing, and he like freaking just bought billboards and stuff. And I was like, man, this guy either has a lot of money or a lot of time. Either way, that's pretty cool.
He has a lot of money and a lot of time.
Yep.
And he just wants to fucking help people out. Because there is a thing, I do hate, like, because, like, that's the thing, is that there's a lot of people who try to do that. They brag about, like, giving money. Like, you know, there's Rice Gum who literally, like, fucking, like, threw money at a homeless man. And it's like, that's just disrespectful, man.
Yeah. Like, that's not nice. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah, and it is just for, like, your, like, your own benefit of, like, look how cool I am.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast just bought a few houses and sold them all for $1.
Yeah.
See, it's stuff like that.
Yeah. Where's this guy getting this money? Is he some, like, actual criminal, like, stealing money?
Sponsors, merch, YouTube.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money that he's, like... There's a lot
he has like 60,000 subscribers, but I don't know if he has still. That's a lot of money he's spending.
No,
I don't know if YouTube's giving him all that.
Yeah, he has a lot more subscribers. He
has 50 million.
Yeah, he is quickly rising
up.
Oh,
I said 60 million.
Oh.
You said 60,000.
Yeah, he said 60,000. I'm like, I think he's a little more popular than that.
I meant 60 million, but if it's 50, then...
Yeah, but I don't know, like, because he's spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
He also has more than one channel.
Yeah, I know, but still, he's spending a lot of money. There's no other YouTuber that are making that big of purchases.
Is YouTube really that profitable?
Actually, yeah, it is.
Well, yeah, like I do like there is a way to like social media and stuff. I think it's just a combination of all of his social media.
Yeah.
Which is funny because there's one social media person that said tax the rich, despite her being like having like a net worth of 1 billion, or like no, not 1 billion, 1 million, but like yeah, it's like, you know, you're rich. What?
So this site here says that he makes up to 15 million a year, just off of his one channel.
Is that his net worth or?
That's his estimated yearly earnings for the Mr. Beast channel.
Gosh dang.
What's his net worth?
Yeah.
Because he has a lot of fucking money.
And with the houses, by the way, he lives in North Carolina, so the houses are pretty cheap.
Still.
I mean, still.
It's the whole house. I'd move to North Carolina if the house I was gonna be living in was $1.
Mr. Beast, 16 million.
That sounds about right. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Last updated last year.
That is a lot. What's PewDiePie's net worth? I want to compare.
As of this year, 40 million.
Woo!
See, the thing is, I do like PewDiePie's. I like. Ideal, like he wants to live minimalist, like just things that he needs.
Yeah.
Like, a giant fucking horn and a tambourines, Well, just the essentials.
Yeah.
I remember. Sorry.
But I feel like also being rich and everything. Like, I feel like I'd like Mr. Beast's idea of just doing cool shit
Yeah.
better. Because minimalist is, it's very, like, it's like, yeah.
I don't think I could have that much money and not, like, do something with it, like, that involves helping people or doing fun stuff.
What, like starting a whole fucking, like, food chain? That's just fucking insane. He just opens up a bunch of fucking stores. Like, what the fuck?
He also has a giant food bank, and like he does so much to help people.
Yeah.
By the way, I remember watching a PewDiePie video, and he looked up his own net worth, and at the time it was 36 million, and he was like, "Well, if we're talking about bank account, I have that's not right. Got a lot more than that."
Oh.
I see. Cause yeah, like net worth isn't just like how much money they have. It's just
Yeah. But the thing about, like, being that big is, like anybody who is that big, they've obviously, like, earned it.
yeah. PewDiePie has been at it for 9 years.
Yeah.
Or even further.
And that's a long time.
Yeah.
Stupid Coco
Michael, why are you... I don't even think
What, Michael?
I don't even think PewDiePie is that mad. I don't think PewDiePie really cares.
What happened?
T-Series or Coco Melon.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he really cares. I think he's just trying to make fun of a situation.
Yeah. And then YouTube ain't having that because it's bullying. You can't bully the corporation.
Did they take down the lasagna one as well? Because it was bullying?
Nope.
What?
Every diss track, any like rap song with like a lot of like fucking like bad, like there's one song that I like I said that I've like listened to recently. It's fucking terrible. It's worse than Coco Melon. It's still there because famous rapist.
Rapist. Oh, YouTube. It's pretty dumb.
It is dumb. Michael, do not fucking play that. You want this to get taken down? You really want us to get taken down because of music, Michael, do you?
We're gonna get taken down for that song?
Yes. DMC it. And Michael, you know how much editing I have to do now for every single song?
Way to put more work on Travis.
I know.
This person made a 10-hour video for it, and there's no claim on it.
I don't care. DMCA. Not copyright claim. DMCA strike. That's worse. That's the
Why would we get that from lasagna?
Because don't you fucking know that DMCA works? It just fucks you in the ass for no reason. Don't you know that even if you do the Twitch like thing for Cyberpunk that like removes songs that are DMCA strikeable? Unga bunga.